let's talk about how home office will unlock the superpower called mileage. And what's great about unlocking the superpower, it doesn't matter how big the home office is. It could be super dinky small, just a little corner inside the living room that's partitioned, or it could be a whole room. The key is that it doesn't matter how big the home office is, as long as there is a home office established, then we unlock mileage superpower. I'm gonna use this as an example, or use this to display how home office actually works. Let me make sure everything is lined up. Okay, so let's go through the example first where the client just has a home, no home office, right? So what we're gonna do is, okay, if the client doesn't have a home office, and let's say they're a real estate agent where they do most of their work right here. This is the brokerage office where they do most of the work. So every time that the client, say, drives to the brokerage office, because they don't have a home office, that's not deductible business mileage. That's just going to be called community mileage or personal mileage. And same thing here, if the client is driving to another client's house, but they don't have a home office, then that's not deductible business mileage. And if they go to a post office, if they go to a cafe, to meet with a client, if they go to a friend's house, none of these are going to be business mileage because they don't qualify. Now, if you have a client that only has an office outside of the home, so no home office, the only deductible business mileage they could take is if they first drive from their regular home to the brokerage office where they're working, and then if they go meet at a client's house, then the drive from the brokerage office to the client's house is deductible mileage. Same thing if they drive to a cafe to meet with a client, as long as it's business related, then it has to go from work to work, right? It can't go from personal to work because that's not business mileage. Only work to work is considered business mileage. So if the client is at the brokerage office and she has to go all the way to the post office to deliver something or mail something out for a client, then that's going to be deductible mileage. And of course, driving from the personal house to the friend's house, that's never going to be business mileage. And even if they drove from the friend's house to the work, that's still not business mileage, that's personal mileage. It's only coming from work to another work office. Now, let's talk about how it looks if she actually had a home office. All right, so now let's assume that the client does have a home office and the client from the home office drives to the brokerage house. That's business mileage, so it's deductible. If the client is a real estate agent, drives to the client's house, to their own client's house, that's business mileage. All of these are business mileage, even to the cafe, as long as they're meeting with the client. To the friend's house, it's a personal friend that has no relations to the business, so this is not business mileage, that won't count. But check this out. Look at all these extra mileage that the client can take as business deductions, as opposed to the other examples where anytime they drove out to go meet with clients, it's not deductible mileage. But this case, it is. Home office will make all these deductible mileage. And this to here, all these are already deductible mileage. So very possible to have more mileage set just because they have a home office right here. So this is why it's super important that clients have a home office, because it's not only deducting their expenses for the home, but now they get all these mileage right here. All this is going to be deductible mileage, and it's going to add up, especially if they're going every day. If they're meeting with clients 5 days a week, all this stuff adds up so much in deducting mileage. And it's only possible for having a home office deduction right here.